Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Go big or go home, Warriors' delusional trade deadline dreams involve LeBron and KD. In a stunning trade that sent shockwaves throughout the NBA, the Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, and Utah Jazz completed a three-team deal over the weekend that sent Luka Doncic to the Lakers and Anthony Davis to the Mavericks. Overall, the Mavs acquired Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers' 2029 first-round pick, while Los Angeles acquired Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Jazz ultimately ended up with Jalen Hood-Schifino, the Lakers' 2025 second-round selection in the NBA draft, and the Mavericks' 2025 second-round selection as well. In yet another three-team blockbuster, the Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs, and Chicago Bulls engaged in a trade that sees the Spurs receiving De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin, the Kings getting Zach LaVine, Sidi Sissoko, and 6 draft picks, and the Bulls acquiring Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and San Antonio's 2025 first-round pick. Now, it seems as if the Golden State Warriors are trying to get in on the action ahead of Thursday's trade deadline. And just as things went with the deals mentioned above, the Dubs are apparently looking to make a significant splash in their attempt to bring at least one superstar to town to play alongside Steph Curry. And if the Warriors get their way, that number would be 2, as reports are swirling that they're inquiring about adding both LeBron James and Kevin Durant. In an appearance on the Pat McAfee Show on Monday, ESPN senior NBA insider Shams Charania stated that the Warriors have been extremely aggressive in their pursuit of a second superstar ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. The Warriors are legitimately calling about every all-star player, Charania said. You just named the all-star player, the Warriors have probably called about them. Paul George? They've made calls on every star, and that, of course, includes players like LeBron, players like Kevin Durant, players like Jimmy Butler. They are making calls. They are dead set on trying to find another star player, superstar player, with Stephen Curry. That is another subplot to this trade deadline as well. Jake Fisher of the Stein Line also reported on Monday that Golden State's most desired result would be the acquisition of both LeBron and KD. Sources say the most ambitious idea being tossed around among Golden State's decision-makers: is there any feasible pathway for the Warriors to pull off the dreamiest of outcomes and find a way to bring both James and Durant to the Bay? A few days ago, the idea of the Warriors adding both would have seemed ridiculous. But given what went down between the Mavs and Lakers, just about anything seems possible at this point. One of the main things that has to be considered, of course, is what the Warriors would have to give up to acquire the pair of past NBA MVPs, both in overall talent and salary, as James and Durant have a combined cap hit of close to $100 million this season. And with Golden State already hard-capped at the first luxury tax apron, they'd undoubtedly need to part with that same amount in a trade. With Andrew Wiggins making more than $26 million this year, he'd likely be the first to go. The Warriors would perhaps even have to think about parting ways with Draymond Green, who's earning more than $24 million for the 2024-25 campaign. While Jonathan Kuminga doesn't make nearly that much at just over $7.636 million, he'd likely have to go as well, as would several others. If the Warriors can even pull this off, they'd have to ask themselves if letting go of some of their young talent to bring in James and Durant for a short run would be worth it. Lakers confirm Luka Doncic's status ahead of matchup against Clippers. The Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks made one of the biggest trades in NBA history on Saturday night when the Mavericks sent 25-year-old star guard Luka Doncic to Los Angeles, along with Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris, in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Now that the trade has been finalized, anticipation is building for each of the two superstars' debuts. After Davis was ruled out for the Mavericks game on Tuesday night due to an abdominal strain, the Lakers confirmed Doncic's status for their matchup with the Los Angeles Clippers after releasing the injury report. As expected, Doncic has also been ruled out for the game. Despite ramping up his rehab and returning to practice, the expectation remains that his return will come before the February 14th All-Star break. This means Doncic is likely to play in one of the next 4 games after Tuesday. Maxi Kleber will also not make his debut as he continues to rehab a right foot fracture. However, Markieff Morris is not listed on the injury report, which means he is expected to be available and could potentially make his debut for the Lakers tomorrow night. The team will be short-handed, though, as they look to maneuver without some key pieces in the lineup after parting with Davis and Christie. Despite the absences, the Lakers showed their resilience on Saturday against the New York Knicks. Before the trade was made public, they left Madison Square Garden with a strong 128-112 victory without Davis, improving their record to 28-19. They remain in the number 5 spot in the Western Conference, with the Clippers hot on their tail as the number 6 seed heading into Tuesday night's matchup. Giannis Antetokounmpo had interesting response to Luka Doncic trade. The basketball world was sent into a frenzy with an earth-shattering trade that nobody saw coming. The Los Angeles Lakers pulled off a move that will be remembered for years, acquiring Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks in a blockbuster deal that promises to reshape the NBA landscape. In the trade, the Mavericks received Anthony Davis, who was the Lakers' leading scorer this season, along with Max Christie and a first-round draft pick. The trade caught the attention of NBA fans everywhere, particularly when Giannis Antetokounmpo weighed in following the Milwaukee Bucks' loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. The international superstar spoke his mind, expressing excitement about players from Europe getting to perform in big U.S. markets. Know what I want? I want Luka to the Lakers. I want Nikola Jokic to the New York Knicks. I want all the Europeans to go to all the big markets to see something incredible. This is what I want. This is my dream, Antetokounmpo said, via Bleacher Report. The trade represents more than just a player swap. It symbolizes a potential shift in the NBA's power dynamics, with European stars increasingly taking center stage. Antetokounmpo sees this as a transformative moment, suggesting that the league's next era could be defined by European talent. Beyond the on-court implications, Antetokounmpo didn't shy away from addressing the broader narrative surrounding player movement. He highlighted the often criticized double standard in professional basketball, where teams are given free rein to make strategic decisions while players face intense scrutiny for similar choices. This trade serves as a powerful reminder of the NBA's ever-evolving nature. It's a league of constant change, where today's unthinkable move becomes tomorrow's historic moment. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.